Good day, DoomTubers. Doomwaves back here. Trying it out on a webcam this time. Sorry if the video sucks. It's the first time I ever used this webcam, and I can never seem to get it to work. So, this is the new view, hopefully. The webcam's maybe a little better than my cell phone. Hopefully, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. You ever get that feeling after you finish a game that part of you's missing? I felt that all day today. If you watched my last video, you know that I beat Dragon Warrior 1 yesterday, last evening. It was great, loved it. But today I'm just kind of like, what the hell do I do now? Till Dragon Warrior 2 gets here in the mail, I decided to take on another game with some great recommendations from some people on Atari Age and some people I've talked to. They said this is a really great game, and I believe them. And so I started it this evening. And I tell you what, it's been kicking my butt all night. It's Ultima Exodus for the NES. Hopefully that you can see that without it being too blurry. Can't really tell. This is a very awesome game. I really like it. I really like your ability to create basically every member of your party excuse me, with whatever kind of attributes you want, or you can just pick a pre-made character. There's lots of different classes. I can't think of them all off the top of my head. You know, there's your standard fighter and paladin and cleric and wizard. There's some other ones that I hadn't heard of, like Lark and Druid and another thing. I've heard the names before, but I've never seen them in another game. Excuse me. And I've done a little bit of research on it, not too much. I watched some YouTube videos of people talking about the different classes and things, and you know, kind of took heed to some of the people that said to stay away from certain classes. So I tried to go for a fairly balanced class, or a fairly balanced party. I went with a ranger who was right in the middle. There's a website, I can't remember, it's a wiki website that's it's got like a hierarchy of the different classes and what they're good for and what they're not so good for. And the ranger is right in the middle. It's got a lot of strength, and it can use both types of magic, both cleric and wizard magic. So it's got wisdom and intelligence, so white magic and black magic, which is pretty cool. And the paladin is my second party member. Got the paladin, who is female. It's got a nice little heart-shaped shield, which I think is funny. And the paladin is able to use some cleric magic. So she's able to heal and things like that, and cast the undead spell, which is really great. And I've also got a cleric and a wizard for both my white magic and black magic. You're allowed to have several party members. You can actually have, like, I don't know what number, I think it's like 20, but you can only use 4 at a time. So I mean, if you want, you could, you know, make a whole bunch of different party members and switch them out, I guess. But between saves, between resets. Jeez, I don't know what's wrong. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool. It's kind of a rough start. It's really hard to me, being that I'm ignorant of a lot of RPGs, and I haven't played too many, especially ones like this. They're a little bit tougher, I guess. I've played mostly JRPGs, I guess, and they're a little bit easier. And so I'm struggling a little bit. I've died a lot. And luckily, when you die, you're able to resurrect your party members if you have enough gold, which is hard. And depending on who opens a treasure chest, they're the one that gets the gold. So you have to make sure that you share the gold with all your party members, so you don't get stuck and the person with all the gold dies, and you have to resurrect them, and then so you have to go out on your own. That's happened to me more than once this evening. My paladin has the gold, and she dies, and then I'm left with one guy. My wizard uh, who is now a higher level than anybody else, because I had to grind it out and get gold and resurrect some of my party members. But if you wait too long, you go to the guy to resurrect him and say it's too late. The body's turned to ash. So then you're just screwed. then you just that happened to me this evening too. My ranger and my cleric both died completely, so I had to make new ones. That's a bummer. And the other thing that sucks is, like, you can't really spend a lot of time grinding in this game, because the game gets stronger with you. So the higher level you are, no matter where you are located, the higher level you are, the stronger the monsters. And that sucks. Because, like I said, I've got one guy who is like level 4, and my wizard's like level 4, my paladin's level 2, and then my new ranger and new cleric are both level 1. So it sucks. So it's pretty tough, but it is a fun game. I recommend it. Yeah, it's a nice challenge. I've heard that it gets just a little bit easier, especially with the ranger class. They apparently get a lot better as you progress, from what I've heard. I don't know. I'd like to track down a strategy guide for the game, if I can, because I like strategy guides and I like to watch YouTube videos. But yeah, Ultima III Exodus for the NES. It's got a couple of, obviously there's lots of games in the Ultima series. I think there's like nine and some spin-offs. Like, there's 9 numbered games, but there's also a couple of, I don't know, Ultima 1 and 2 just on computer, I believe, and then Ultima 3 was the first one to come out for a console, and then Ultima 4, Quest for the Avatar, and the War of Destiny both came out for the NES. And then, reaching back to my games here, Ultima VI, The False Prophet, came out for the Super Nintendo. Came out for PC originally, of course, but it did come out on the Super Nintendo. I've heard this port really sucks too. That's what everybody tells me, but yeah, I don't know. I still want to play it for the console. I'm not a big computer gamer. I probably could be if I had the time. I don't know. I spend too much time playing console games. So yeah, I've got Ultima 6, and Ultima 7 is also on the Super Nintendo, and I think that's about it for the console ports. I think it's just 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 8 and 9 both came out on just the PC, I believe. But yeah, maybe I'll play them someday too. If hell, maybe I'll play the DOS versions of 1 and 2. I don't know. They seem kind of hard. I've watched some reviews of them. Check out the Spoony experiment in his Ultima Retrospective. Check out his website, thespoonyexperiment.com. I think is his website. I'll put it in the description. He's a very cool dude. He makes lots of videos, lots of game reviews and movie reviews and things like that. He's got a really cool website, and I don't know, he's just a cool dude. I've spent lots of hours watching his stuff, and I've watched all of the Ultima videos, and that's what made me want to get into the series. So yeah, definitely check him out, and yeah, and don't, if you're offended by foul language, or if anyone around you is offended by foul language, don't watch it around them. Yeah, he's a cool dude, but he's got a mouth like a sailor. But hey, I probably do too when no one's looking. And when I'm playing Ultima III on the NES, I probably cuss a lot more. Yeah, I think that's all I got to talk about for right now. I just wanted to kind of get out there, record another video, talk about my my deep separation anxiety from Dragon Warrior, and how I'm kind of trying to soothe my own pain with more pain. Ultima 3 Exodus for the NES. That's about all I got. So, hopefully this video is not too blurry or boring, but new webcam, so bear with me, folks. Doomwaves out.